I think it's worth covering, the fact that Forbes kind of came out and said this is $1 trillion, industry and growing. And obviously Marble is kind of one of the first people to be taking a stab at it. So do you want to maybe just fully capsule two sentences? So obviously, and you're talking very, I mean, relatively speaking, conservative. You're only getting 10% of a huge market that has no one in it. How much revenue was that for Marble again?
Well, for Marble capturing 10% of the fast track or the consumer proposal market of helping people disperse their consumer proposal and rebuild their credit with a fast track loan. Us capturing 10% of that market would give us a loan portfolio of $100 million. Okay, revenue from that, just servicing that portfolio would garner us approximately $2.5 to $3 million a month in revenue, servicing that portfolio. Those type of, let's just say an average loan is $10,000. You take $100 million, average loan of $10,000. We make 10% on that, $1,000. You do the math on, we can do the math on that, and you can see the revenue that Marble, just from the fast track product alone. That's not taken into consideration the score up model. Again, if we're doing a $20 a month subscription there, and we're going to try to garner 10% of the 12 million consumers that are underbanked, 1.2 million at $20 a month is what is that? 24 million? No, it's $240 million dollars in revenue to Marble just on a subscription-based product, and that's not including the credit beacon, the secured credit card coming out later on in Q3. That's not including the credit meds, the SaaS-based software product that we'll be introducing to the trustees going forward for revenue for Marble. So, and that's not including actually taking on a bigger piece of the debt restructuring market. We're only focused on a very small portion. So what is the debt market in Canada? It's about $2.4 trillion of that. On the unsecured market, on the unsecured credit side of it, it's about $600 billion that we have access to that Marble can help individuals. The rest of it is mortgage debt, which is most mortgage debt is secured from the real estate itself. The potential for Marble in helping individuals in this market is mind-boggling. We're into the 7 to 9 figures in what we can potentially go after, and being the first mover in this space, it won't be long before we start attracting attention of other larger entities that want to play in our sandbox. And what do larger companies do? They just look for smaller companies to go in there, garner the model, prove the model out, then they buy them. That's what they do. That's how you've seen what we've mentioned before, where Visa went in and bought Plaid for billions. I think it was $7 billion. Inuit bought Credit Karma for like $5 or $6 billion. We're talking billions with a B, because of the data that they've been able to access, which will then in turn provide the revenue potential for these companies going forward. That's where Marble's going to be.
Yeah.
I believe it from the bottom of my heart. That's where Marble has the potential to become.
Do you want to touch on quickly, obviously, the fact that you guys are signing on companies, you're paying them a referral fee to bring you clients. What's the expected flow of clients that you kind of see by the end of the year? I know in other videos we've talked, you expect potentially a couple thousand from one,
Well,
million from
we're
others.
anticipating, yeah. You know what? We're anticipating by mid next year, we'll have, we've projected that by this time next year, we'll have about 4,500 score up clients, and we'll have about 2,500 fast track loan clients. We'll be cash flow break even, and we'll start generating positive EBITDA.
Yeah, incredible. And I just want to, running the numbers with just, of course, 100,000 people that these companies bring you, to these clients is $50. You guys make $5 million a month. That's pretty crazy. And we talked before, how many cars are sold in Canada a year. I think it was something crazy. Close to 60 million cars are sold a year in Canada. So of course, hey, what's $50 on a lot of those purchases? Whether that's to increase their credit to get a lower interest, or of course to actually qualify to buy that car. So I think it's a huge market. Obviously, I hope we covered a lot of that. Is there anything else, general overview, you want to touch on in terms of how Marble makes money?
Well, again, we make money by helping people establish and rebuild their credit through the products that we offer. But I think what maybe a lot of mainstream investors and maybe people listening to this or our broadcast and that don't really appreciate is the hundreds of thousands, the millions of people reaching out over the internet daily seeking credit, looking how they can improve credit. And as Marble continues to establish more partnerships, we'll become more and more mainstream, and our growth strategy will just continue to snowball.